Hi guys, this is Dr. Strength. I'm here today at Ox Strength headquarters, and today I'm here to discuss about nutrition for powerlifting. So today we'll be talking about nutrition for powerlifting. So we'll be focusing mostly on how to improve and optimize nutrition to help you with your powerlifting goals. In the previous videos from Ox Strength, we have discussed mostly about training, programming, and how to improve the different techniques of lifting in your squat, bench, and deadlift. But today we'll be talking about mostly the nutrition and the macronutrient side of powerlifting. So starting off, the first thing which is very important for any weight resistance based training program for the diet aspect is mostly to track your calories. So first step जिसमें हामीले चाहिँ एकदम fail खान्छौँ in every aspect, be it bodybuilding or powerlifting or weightlifting, जिसमा चाहिँ हामीले we lack is tracking our calories. Tracking our calories भन्नाले चाहिँ mostly measuring your food. That's the best way, or to guess and estimate whatever the calories you need for the day. So त्यसमा चाहिँ I think starting off is firstly हामीले चाहिँ we need to calculate the amount of calories we are eating or consuming. So त्यसको लागि start with tracking, keeping a track of whatever food you are eating, or measuring the amount of food that you are eating on day-to-day basis. Now this has to be done on a 7-day basis or a 14-day basis, and you have to make sure that the foods you are eating are mostly trackable or can be scanned through any barcode scanner. Food tracking app मैले धेरै available छ, हामीसित स्क्यान गर्ने तरिकाहरू, सो त्यो युज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. और foods which are standardized in terms of rice, potatoes, eggs, meat, chicken, त्यसमा एउटा स्ट्यान्डर्ड भ्यालु लिएर चाहिँ हामीले कति मेजरमेन्टमा कति युज गर्नुभएको छ, कति ओइल युज गरिरहनु भएको छ, अनि इभन द एक्स्ट्रा सस, केचअप, मेयोनिज जे चाहिँ युज गर्नुभएको छ, एक्स्ट्रा एडेड सस, त्यो पनि काउन्ट गरेर चाहिँ यु निड टु मेक श्योर द्याट यु आर किपिङ अ ट्र्याक of whatever you're eating throughout the day, and making sure that is done over a period of a long time. Second of all, त्यसबाट चाहिँ आउँछ now track त गर्नुभयो कति क्यालोरिज खाइरहनु भएको छ. So next up, how to determine how much calories you need. Now for this you can use something like a TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. You can find a lot of apps which provide that calculator through which तपाईले चाहिँ आफ्नो data put गरेर, so let's say your weight, your height, your age, and your activity level. So if you are sedentary or if you are working out, sedentary as in sense, since you are working out, so त्यो त count हुँदैन, तर besides working out, what you are doing, are you a student, are you someone on a desk job, so त्यो activity level हेरेर चाहिँ तपाईले आफ्नो एउटा TDE calculate गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. So that will give you an estimate of how much calories you need. Now remember, this is only on paper and on a mathematical equation. So calculating your TDE will give you an estimate of your maintenance calorie. Now this is subject to change from person to person. So तपाईले एउटा exact calorie requirement चाहिँ पाउनुहुन्न, but you'll get a certain range. So once you calculate your TDE, that is your total daily expenditure, so that will give you a maintenance calorie. Now depending on which class of weight, if you are an advanced or intermediate lifter who is trying to compete in powerlifting, तपाईले चाहिँ कुन weight class मा खेलिरहनु भएको छ, so त्यो अनुसार आफ्नो एउटा goal set गरेर चाहिँ अब तपाईले either you need to maintain your current weight, or you need to cut down or add weight or bulk up for the required weight class. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ तपाईले आफ्नो TDE भन्दा either you need to go a surplus of calories, that can be 100 to 200 calories, or a deficit of calories, and slowly accommodate your training accordingly. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ first thing, as I said, is making sure that your calories are on point. You're keeping a track of your calories. So now once you have found out the number of calories, it's also essential that you find the right macronutrient breakdown. So macronutrient भन्दाले carbohydrate, proteins and fats, which is your three main macronutrients. यसको पनि breakdown is very essential depending on your body weight and your body fat levels, and optimizing the muscle mass ratio. किनकि powerlifting पनि is a strength based sport. So त्यसमा चाहिँ for a certain weight class, the more muscular you are, the more muscles you have, it's directly correlative to the strength you gain. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ since fat is not an active tissue like a muscle, so generally हामीले nutrition focus गर्दाखेरि our goal is to make sure that you have as much muscle you can for that weight class with minimum body fat percentage. I think that's the same goal for bodybuilding as well. Next up भनेको चाहिँ calorie macronutrient breakdown मा चाहिँ carbohydrate, protein, fats ma our main goal is to make sure that you are getting enough energy requirement to sustain your workout. So त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हाम्रो मेन दुईटा एनर्जी दिने भनेको कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स र फ्याट्स. सेकेन्ड अफ अल भनेको रिकभरीको लागि, रिपेयरिङ अफ द ओल्ड टिस्यू, ब्रोकन डाउन टिस्यू, त्यसको लागि चाहिँ प्रोटिन इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट. सो एनर्जी वाइज कार्बोहाइड्रेट र फ्याट्सको रेसियो चाहिँ तपाईँको predetermined हुँदैन कि तपाईले यति नै खानुपर्ने हुन्छ. Now this is subject to change according to your, as I said, according to your body fat, your body weight, and which class of weight you want to compete in and which you are at currently. So carbohydrates ma chahi I would recommend something around 40 to 50% of your calories should come from carbohydrate, 30%, 25 to 30% from fats, and the rest 25% should come from protein. So there's no exact reference range कि तपाईले around, let's say, 1 gram per pound of body weight protein लिनुपर्छ भनेर, त्यस्तो छैन. किनकि हाम्रो goal is to maximally optimize performance. So त्यसमा चाहिँ energy level मा चाहिँ हाम्रो glycogen storage and our fat storage, because these two are our short and long term energy storage. So त्यो चाहिँ हामीले fill गर्न सक्नु पर्यो पहिला. So त्यसको लागि चाहिँ carbohydrate र fats लाई हामीले prioritize गर्नु पर्यो. Now, as I said, the breakdown 50%, 25 to 30%, again 20 to 25%. So यो चाहिँ तपाईको एउटा carbs, fats र protein को breakdown भयो. Next is pre and post workout nutrition. तपाईले कसरी आफ्नो nutrition लाई चाहिँ optimize गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. So let's say तपाईको you're just starting this, as I said, the diet for powerlifting is same as a bodybuilder is preparing for a show. Off season मा जस्तो diet हुन्छ त्यस्तै हुनुपर्छ. So त्यसको लागि चाहिँ make sure that you're taking the fats at the time where the digestion is needed the longest. So let's say making sure taking the maximum amount of fat जुन खानुहुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ either at night or in the morning. If you're working out in the morning, then I would suggest starting with a source of food which has easy digestible carbs and easy digestible protein. So let's say you are taking rice and eggs, or maybe something like boiled potatoes and eggs or boiled chicken. Next up, भनेको चाहिँ pre or post workout. So if you are working out in the afternoon like most of us do here, त्यसमा चाहिँ we generally suggest starting with a carb source which is easily digestible. So for us, either it's white bread, rice or white potatoes. Protein source which is easy to digest with minimum amount of fat. So that would be lean chicken, egg whites, whole eggs. Whole eggs ma pani 1 to 2 egg yolks. And fat चाहिँ minimum राखेकै राम्रो, because we want to optimize किनकि फ्याटले तपाईको डाइजेसन स्लो गरिदिन्छ. सो त्यो बेला चाहिँ वर्कआउटलाई चाहिँ सस्टेन गर्न हेल्प गर्दैन. तर मेक श्योर दैट यू आर टेकिङ द रिक्वायर्ड अमाउन्ट अफ फ्याट्स either first thing in the morning or late at night. Second of all, post workout nutrition is just the same. We need to replenish the glycogen stores and a bit of protein along with it. So if you are having a short workout, so let's say it's like a 90 minutes workout, you can take a post workout shake with some carbohydrate source. If it's a longer workout, then you can implement either branch in amino acids or essential amino acid source, or just you can take whey protein between your workouts. So let's say you have a longer workout, you have a SBD session, त्यो बेला चाहिँ तपाईले चाहिँ आफ्नो meal, now this depends on how much calorie you have left throughout the day. So if you have a longer training session, you can just add in a simple carb source, something like a dextrose powder, something like a Gatorade, maybe a fruit like a banana. So त्यो add तपाईले गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ between your lifts. So let's say between your bench and deadlifts, and either add whey, which is a very easy digestible source of protein. त्यो add गरेर चाहिँ तपाईले you won't feel bloated first of all during your workouts, and it will provide you enough energy to sustain through the workouts. So now त्यसपछि चाहिँ the next thing is supplementation. So but before supplementation, definitely one thing I missed, त्यो भनेको चाहिँ making sure making sure that you're not just taking enough carbs, protein and fats, but making sure you're getting enough vitamins and minerals. So त्यसको लागि चाहिँ you need to make sure that you're taking enough quantity of fruits and vegetables throughout the day. So त्यसबाट चाहिँ you'll get enough amount of fiber, amount of vitamins and minerals, and along with that, making sure you're hydrated throughout the day. So because SBD sessions are really tiring, long sessions, especially the long SBD days, त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ make sure you're hydrated throughout the day, making sure you're taking 5 to 6 liters or 4 to 5 liters depending on the weather you are in. जुन weather environment मा तपाई हुनुहुन्छ त्यो अनुसार, on the season as well. So त्यो अनुसार making sure getting enough fluids and throughout the day, not just during your workout, and enough rest and sleep. Definitely त्यो त एउटा part of recovery नै भयो. Making sure you're getting enough vitamins and minerals through fruits and vegetables, making sure you're adding variety of sources of food rather than just sticking to just one source of food. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ you just don't need to stick to rice or potatoes. You can add bread, you can add oats, you can add pasta. Now this depends on your skill of cooking and the resources you have available with you. And lastly, I think we need to add is supplementation. Supplementation is not a major part of nutrition for powerlifting. First of all, you need to make sure that you're getting enough calories, good macronutrient profile, and along with that, your training is on point and your rest and recovery is on point as well. Now, last, if you can add supplementation, I think we have made a video on this ahead as पहिला पनि. So त्यसमा चाहिँ my top 3 favorites are creatine, and then number 2 is caffeine, and number 3 is fish oil. And if you feel that you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables to your diet, you can add a multivitamin. Now, if you want to take other supplements, you can start with EAAs, BCAAs, glutamine to add गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ definitely. But that's not on the higher priority list. The higher priority list, मैले भने जस्तै a fish oil, a creatine, and definitely a good caffeine or a pre-workout source. Besides this, whey protein, for me, I think it's a food source rather than a supplement. So त्यसमा चाहिँ तपाईले आफ्नो food sourceहरुमा चाहिँ breakfastहरुमा post workoutमा add गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. So I think this is all we have. Just a small preview. Now, other misconceptions are, which I'd like to address in the end, कि vegetarian sources for someone who's vegetarian and into powerlifting, because powerlifting basically people relate to having more meat and eggs, and त्यसरी correlate गर्छन्, तर त्यस्तो छैन. Amino acids from any source, be it plant-based or animal-based, will give you the same value. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ if you're plant-based, make sure you're taking a variety of plant-based food sources. So something like lentils, beans, soy products, milk products, dairy मा त्यसमा पनीर हुन्छ, cottage cheeseहरु भयो, अनि त्यसपछि you can add अहिले नेपालमा पाउँछ low fat dairy, so something like a Greek yogurt, and definitely whey protein पनि add गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, casein protein. So यो तपाईको vegetarian sourcesहरुमा चाहिँ पर्छ. It's the same thing for vegetarians. You just need to make sure that you're getting enough protein requirements. किनकि vegetarianहरुमा चाहिँ because of the vegetarian diet and the food sources we have for protein, they have additional carbs in them as well. So you have to make sure that you are getting the enough carbohydrates and enough fats along with the proteins. That goes same for the non-vegetarian diet as well. So that's it, guys. So this was just a small overview of nutrition for powerlifting. Definitely in the future, me, Ojas, and Tyson will come back with a podcast for you guys. We'll be clearing all your doubts regarding nutrition and talking about these topics as well in a lot detail and a lot more elaborate fashion. So thank you for tuning in to Ox Strength. See you guys soon.